Yes! High score!
Hi, I didn't see you there. The Nintendo Wii came out in 2006 when I was 8 years old, and while my fondest memory is getting so good at Wii bowling that I could play multiple perfect games in a row, the music of the Wii universe is something I listened to for hours on end while playing. I also never muted the music on any of the games because I was worried I was gonna miss something, like a secret message that only appeared when I least expected it. Well, anyway, there is no doubt that the smooth tracks of Kazumi Totaka influenced me as a composer today. So in this video, I want to dive into the Wii Channel Theme and rediscover why this simple track became beloved by millions. But first, to fully immerse myself in this project, instead of doing the easy thing and grabbing a transcription made by any of the dozen YouTubers who have already done it for their own analysis video, I decided to transcribe the piece myself. How long could it take? We're here, it's Tuesday morning, 9:30, and we have a specific goal. I've got Logic pulled up, and we are taking on the Wii theme music. This is 2 minutes of music, so we're just gonna get right into it. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba. We have no viewers, perfect. This is hard. Nice. That's probably taking entirely too long. That's okay. We're already 30 seconds in. That's like a quarter. That's like a quarter of what we're doing. Jesus. That's bad. I hate that. Easy. I feel it now. We're cooking. We're cooking. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. Hello? Yes, perfect. Awesome, thank you. Just confirming dental appointments, everybody. Oh no, I think I did everything wrong again. Oh, I think we did it. I really think we did it. Wow, this took so much longer than I thought it would. That's okay though. The notes are good. The notes are good. Okay, so we've successfully mocked up the Wii Channel Theme. I think the biggest takeaway is it's really fun how sparse the strings are, but they're still such an integral part. And they work against each other super well. Like the violin and cello are constantly doing a back and forth together. All 3 parts are doing this sort of off-kilter rhythm, and they're working together absolutely seamlessly, perfectly, which is really interesting to listen to because it sounds kind of simple. It sounds kind of simple, but it's really complicated. If you were to play this, you would need to practice with the other people because this is not an easy rhythm that sort of gets stuck in your head, you know? I mean, it gets stuck in your head, but that's just because you've heard it a bunch, you know? With the transcription done and right around 5 hours of work spent, I was left with a faithful recreation that I will use as a blueprint for making my own Wii-inspired piece. And even with every note of the original piece written down and studied meticulously, I couldn't quite find out what made the music so powerful, so memorable. First thing, I want to take out some notes, and I want to just jot some things down, some things that I noticed. So first, there's 2 sections, A section and B section. They are in different keys. It's very wandering. The melody sort of wanders along. The rule in video game music is you don't want things to have super definitive start and end points, because if you're on like a select screen, you could listen to that 5, 10, 15 times before the player does something. So you want to make it interesting enough to not be boring after a minute, but also it should flow in and out of each other. Those 2 sections just repeat back and forth. And we're getting some jazz harmony, specifically 7th chords. The entire melody is based off of those chords. So we're gonna keep that involved. That also helps it feel, especially with any major 7ths, right? We've got our minor 7ths, major 7ths. They don't feel as at rest if it was just the instrument interplay is something that I really notice. The synthesizer is our main sort of thing, but the other instruments, the violin and the cello in the case of the Wii song, are very sparse throughout. They do little tiny embellishments here and there, and it gives a big feeling of space. So you can tell it's a tiny song, you know. You would think it would be simple, but as we saw transcribing it, there's actually a lot going on. So with those 4 things in mind, I think we can start building out our own piece.
Creating my own piece started out strong. I didn't have to listen to the same 2 measures of music over and over again for an hour, so I was moving much faster. I was able to play around and experiment with different textures that I thought were reminiscent of the original without outright copying.
We'll just start there, give us something to work with. That's pretty cute. I like that a lot. We had a violin for the actual Wii piece, and I think I want to change it just to be a little different, and I'm kind of thinking it can be a really nice, rich clarinet, which might be really cool.
About an hour or so into the stream, I had my first viewer, and they promptly told me that all of my computer audio had been mute the entire time. At least nobody else was there to hear it.
Hey, Sun Philo, what's going on, man? Hi, how's it going? Ooh, uh-oh. You can't hear the music at all. Can you hear anything now? Great, thanks for bearing with me.
After a quick OBS fix, we were back in business, but something about my piece was lacking. It felt too heavy, not bouncy enough, like the Wii should be. And that's when my one viewer came in again to save the day with some very helpful suggestions.
Yeah, I think the instrumentation is gonna help a lot with that. I've been playing around. I think I want to change all the synth sounds. I went with woodwinds instead of strings, so we'll see. Maybe even less. Something to make it. I think some reverb's gonna help too, but I completely agree. More chill. If you want more punchiness, I think maybe hearable pauses. Oh, that's a good idea too. Like, that's pretty cute to me. I like that a lot.
Taking out some of the longer pad notes immediately changed the entire energy of the piece. Now we were much closer to something that would actually fit in the Wii sound library, but something still felt off. After transcribing the original and crafting my own imitation that I was proud of, I still couldn't create that nostalgic feeling I was looking for. It kept eluding me. I don't know what I'm missing. Was it the woodwinds instead of the strings? Was my synth choice not warm enough? Am I just a hack composer after all? I quickly fell into a depression. All I wanted to do was relive the moments of those early childhood days. And then it hit me. Maybe the music wasn't what I was searching for. When I think of the Wii, yeah, the music plays in my head, but more than that, I think of me and my sister playing Just Dance every weekend. I would get so mad because she would just sit on the couch and wave the controller while I was doing my best to match every single step in the correct way, and she would still get a higher score than me. I hear my dad talking about how there are too many buttons on the controller, not like asteroids when he was a kid, as he crashes into the side of the wall in Mario Kart. Again, I think of the hours I spent not just playing video games, but being surrounded by family and friends and loved ones.
The Wii was heavily advertised as a family-friendly console, which was a stark contrast to the other consoles of the time, which pretty much expected you to play alone in your room or at the most online with other people who weren't really there. And that's exactly what it was for me. Kazumi Totaka wrote amazing music for the Wii, nobody can deny that. But part of the reason the music feels so nostalgic is because it is nostalgic. It underscored a fundamental part of my development in childhood, and if you got this far in this video, I bet it did the same for you. As a composer, I try to make all of my music strengthen the narrative that it belongs to, and it's so inspiring to see a master composer do something like that to childhood. One day, I hope people can look back on my music and feel the same way that Kazumi Totaka makes me feel. This is one of the greatest superpowers I think music has, to transport us to a time and place that doesn't exist anymore, to keep it alive in some way. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, like, comment, subscribe, it all helps, and I'll see you in the next one.